Hey, welcome back to Trevor in the 80s. Well, I'm on a mission today. I'm driving 2.5 hours to North Carolina to buy a couple of old original Pizza Hut booths. It's always been something I wanted to do, was to have a home game room, and in the game room somewhere have an actual old Pizza Hut booth in a corner. The old red seats and the big table with the red and white checkered vinyl tablecloth over top, and the red and white checked stained glass looking Pizza Hut light, and my jukebox right behind it. Well, I've got the Pizza Hut lights brand new in the box. Got 2 of those, and today I'm going to pick up 2 booths. Found them online. They're both Pizza Hut. I think they're just 2 different styles. I've got a 2.5 hour drive, and we'll check in here in a little bit. It's 5:50 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and I've got to top off with gas, get a Mountain Dew for the road, and 80s music all the way. And we'll check back in later when we get these things in the back of the truck I'm in and get it all strapped down. So, good morning, and we'll see you later. Okay, we're back. I am now the proud owner of a late 80s official Pizza Hut booth. And this one broke down really well. And if you ever wondered if a Pizza Hut booth would fit into a Ram 1500 truck with the small back seat, the answer is yes. Got a couple of seats back here, part of the bench, and we'll step out and take a look at the rest of it. It's all broken down. Later, today I'll set it up and pop everything back in place and see how it looks. The old Pizza Hut red. Got the table broken down. This is great. Here's the table. I'll look on some of this paperwork later and see if I can find some dates when I get home. I'm making one more stop in another part of North Carolina to pick up another Pizza Hut booth, and then we're heading home.
Tell me how much it's going to cost, or when it's
Almost to the next Pizza Hut booth. Got 33 more miles to go, and I'll have the number 2 set. Check back in later.
Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never.
Well, I just picked up the second Pizza Hut booth. It's a slightly different style than the first one I picked up, but I got it for almost nothing. I'm gonna have the butt part of the seat and the back part of the seat reupholstered in a matching red, so it all looks the same. But anyway, yeah, 2 Pizza Hut booths and a table will fit in a Ram 1500. I love it. Well, I'm on the way back to my home state, a few hours drive, and then I'll set all this stuff up right now in a storage unit, and we'll look at it, and later we'll be going into a home game room and stuff, in the near future. But thanks for watching, and we'll check back in later. Gonna be stopping for lunch at Pizza Hut. Hopefully this Pizza Hut is a dine-in restaurant, not just a takeout thing in a strip mall. We'll find out in a second. There we go.
Arriving at Pizza Hut, on left.
Alright, we are here at a Pizza Hut in Lumberton, North Carolina. Gonna go in and have some lunch. See what it looks like inside of here. Now before we go inside, here's what the booths look like broken down in the back of this truck. Got the back Then the back, this was a double booth, then one seat back, and then a butt piece here. Got to reupholster this and the back up there. So okay, let's talk for a minute. So the Pizza Hut, I just finished lunch, just came back out, got in the truck. The Pizza Hut, was really good. I'm gonna talk about a problem that I think is a problem I keep seeing today. I didn't take the camera inside. You know, there was like one family eating when I got in there. It was kind of after lunch. It was a really, really clean Pizza Hut, really nice. Again, very clean inside, friendly staff. This Pizza Hut still has the buffet, only during lunch, or during the week, and it's a Saturday, so no buffet today, but they had it in there. They had booths all around the outside of the place, and then tons of tables in the middle, and they had like a bonus room in the front, like for back in the day, like a baseball team or a basketball team would come in there when you were in high school or middle school or whatever, and you know, take up that whole room. So really cool Pizza Hut. And they were playing 80s music when I went in, so it was like fantastic. Here's the problem with things today. This is kind of stuff that makes me wish I could go back in time a lot of times. Cell phones. I get it. They're convenient and we can't live without them and all that stuff. But cell phones turn people into jerks. Common courtesy is gone. You would go in Pizza Hut or any other place and they're playing music from the speakers in the ceiling. And it's nice, light rock or something. It's easygoing music. It's playing soft enough you can hear it, but you can still have conversation with the people at your table. So what happens is, everybody with these cell phones today, as soon as I sat down and got a booth and ordered my medium pizza, a family comes in, and there was 3 high school kids in the family and 2 kids that were in elementary school age, but they were misbehaving, and the mom was on her phone, and everyone in that group had their own phone. And of course they sat a couple of tables over from me. They all pulled their cell phones out, and some of them are the kids are watching cartoons and their phones turned up loud. And one of the girls started playing music in her phone really loud. That kind of crap is obnoxious, it's annoying, and it's not courteous to the people around you. I know you can't monitor it, but it should be common sense. Common sense don't exist anymore, I know that. But that's the kind of stuff that ruins the family outings, like dinner wise. You know, I don't know. Cell phones, I don't know. I think overall, I'd love to see them disappear. I've got one like everybody else. I try to be mindful and like use it as a phone and, you know, put it down and just not be messing with it all the time. But I would certainly never go into a restaurant and choose to play my own music through my phone in a restaurant over, you know, the music they're playing, because who am I to think that people want to listen to what I'm playing, you know? I just hate that people do. Let me know what you think. Make comments below. I didn't mean to get all sidetracked on people being discourteous in restaurants. I know Pizza Hut's not a nice steakhouse that you would take your wife on a big date or, you know, out like that, but you should be able to come in a Pizza Hut, sit down, get whatever you want, and like if they're playing music, just chill to the music they're playing. It just, I don't know, I'm in my 40s and maybe I'm just grouchy and little things tick me off, but I miss the days. That's why my channel is called Trevor in the 80s. I just miss how a lot of simpler things used to be. I really hate cell phones, and I really hate how they've taken over society, and people walk around looking down. Nobody looks up anymore. You go to a mall and you sit there and you see people passing by. They're all looking down. I just miss the camaraderie we used to have. I miss the common courtesy we used to have to give other people. I can't stand it. And not just Pizza Hut. If I'm in a McDonald's or if I'm in any place, it ticks me off when people play music through their cell phones loud, or if some jerk comes in and he's having a conversation with somebody on a speakerphone and he sits on his table and eats his entire lunch a few tables over, and he's had a conversation with somebody. I've had that happen before with people around me. I wish I could get up. If I was a billionaire, I'd get up and I'd take the phone and put it in a sock and slam it into the floor and then put it back on the table and tell him to shut up. But sorry for my rant. That's how I feel about cell phones and people playing music in them in restaurants and having speakerphone conversations they think I want to hear when I'm just trying to eat a couple slices of pizza and drink a Pepsi. Well, the Pizza Hut was really nice. The staff was friendly. It was very clean in here. And they were nice, and I told them I was putting together a Pizza Hut booth in a game room, and they gave me some actual Pizza Hut plates. They gave me a set of 4. These are the, nice hard, I'm not sure what that is. I think they won't break, so it's whatever that Malamar plastic, whatever they are. Anyway, so that's cool. They were really nice. They gave me these plates for free, and they'll be definitely going in the game room for the Pizza Hut booth. Anyway, I got about 2 hours until I get home, so let me pick back up on this trip and get home and get all this stuff unloaded, and we'll see when we get home. Leave your comments below. What do you think about cell phones in restaurants? Do you find it annoying? Should I just stop complaining? What do you think? Let me know below, and I'll chime in. Well, Huey Lewis is on playing The Power of Love. Thought I'd video here a little bit. We are about to be passing the legendary South of the Border off of I-95 coming south when you just cross over into South Carolina. It should be on the left up here, I believe. So we'll look back here in a second and I'll film it as I go by. I don't think it's as big as it used to be. I think you can see the giant sombrero from okay. I think this place was like in its prime, definitely in maybe the 70s, but 80s, 90s, and I don't think it's kind of been a big deal like it was back then since. But I've passed it a few times. I've certainly never stayed there. Mini golf. Yeah, I've never stayed there. I've never pulled off and gone in there. But I mean, growing up, when I lived in Florence in the early 90s, and I was kind of, some people at school would have a South of the Border shirt, or somebody had a bumper sticker on the car. I used to see more of it back then, but not as much today. There was the giant sombrero tower, or whatever that is. I guess you go up there, or observation tower. I don't know if it's a ride. I'll have to look this place up later. Yeah, South of the Border. Whole little miniature, a little bit of everything. Arcade. Cool. Yeah, I'll stop there one day. I'm trying to get back home and make good time and get my Pizza Hut booths unloaded into a storage unit. And I got to talk to a guy when I get there, and he goes home at 5:30 today. So right now I'm scheduled to get home about 4:30, so I'll have an hour. If I stop and lollygag at South of the Border, I'll miss what I've got to do later today. So we'll come back another time and do South of the Border. All right, heading home. Check in later. As we get close to Florence off of I-95, We are passing the giant super gas station place called Buc-ee's that a lot of people go nuts over. I've never been to one, and I'm trying to make good time today, so I'm not going to go to one today. But this is a popular place. People, it's almost like Walmart, but called Buc-ee's. So here's a Buc-ee's that's just above Florence, South Carolina. They say you can go in there and get chocolate and fudge and ice cream and pizza and barbecue sandwiches and like 100 and something gas pumps. That was Buc-ee's. All right. Check in later. Got the booths in here. Got like a wooden set and this set. I'm going to get the padding on this one reupholstered to match this red. Back is separate from the butt part. I'll be doing both of those. And that piece there is an extra that goes off the back for an extra seat reverse. And there's the table. Official Pizza Hut table. And one day it'll be covered with the red and white checked vinyl tablecloth. Go between those seats. I'll have to find a table for that booth back there. But this booth came with a table, and I've already got 2 of the stained glass Pizza Hut lights at the house. So 468 miles total today, round trip. 1 tank of gas and a V6 Ram 1500. Not bad. See you later.